So look, you guys. Okay, let's talk about this. Tell me what it is that you want. Okay, why are you here? What is it that you want? Okay, tell me what is it that you want right here. Okay, type in what is it that you want. And I know this thing is like 20-second delay, when I said it and before you guys actually hear it. Tell me, why are you here? Okay, why are you here? And then what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct it. Okay, we're going to deconstruct. I'm going to walk you through the formula that I used for myself to get me out of the hole financially back in 2005 when I got started in the direct sales industry. Right, had no idea what I was doing, and the company didn't change, people didn't change. Right, I didn't change, compensation plan didn't change, the product didn't change, nothing changed. I changed the way I was doing business. Right? I started to do business in a certain way. Financial independence, okay? How do you send traffic? Okay, freedom. Are you really here because you want to learn how to send traffic? Okay, what's your real reason? Not like the surface desire. See, the surface desire might be like, look, I want to make $3,000. All right? That's a surface level desire. There's two levels of desire. Surface level is like is what we think we want, okay? I want more traffic. Do you really want more traffic? I want more money. Okay, I got my, right here. I think I have it here, okay? I want more money. Do you really want more paper? Do you really want this right here? Okay, do you really want a paper with some guy's image on it? Okay, is this really what you want? Really, right? See, this is what's called a surface level desire. Okay, surface level desire. When you understand this concept, man, everything's going to change for you. Everything. Okay? Now, financial. Okay? Financial freedom, somebody says. Okay, what is financial freedom to you? Okay, what is it? Okay? So what is it that you want? Okay, so number one, what we need, let me see if I can get my marker. Is this good? Yeah, it's good. Okay. We're going to talk about this, and then I want to have this as an open conversation. Okay, I'm going to put this down. Okay, so what is step number one? Okay, can anybody tell me step number one? Like, if we deconstruct, you can apply this, like I said, in any area of your life, marketing including, and all the stuff like traffic and all that stuff, right? It's important, but these are specific elements that are that we need to fill our marketing piece. Okay. Not the overall, but if you want to get whatever it is you want to get, somebody says financial freedom. I want to stop living paycheck to paycheck 40 hours a week, okay? Not depend on a job. More time with children and travel, okay? Okay. Freedom is what I want, okay? So people, you want freedom, okay? What does it look like for you, okay? Here's what I would suggest everybody do. Every single person here, I would suggest you guys do this, okay? Go through what's called, and I learned this from one of my mentors. What you do is you write out. See, when you say to yourself, okay, I want freedom, I want this cool lifestyle, right? Do you see it? See what I'm saying? So many people out there, man. I can't tell you. Working with and directly coaching now like 1 million people, every month across different platforms, directly. I can see so many people. Okay, so many people. They have this wishful thinking. I want more. I want freedom. Okay, what is freedom to you? Can you see it? Okay, write this down. If you cannot see it, it does not exist. See what I'm saying? If you can't see it, it doesn't exist. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. My imagination is great. Great. Can you see it on paper? Like, can you see it here? You see what I'm saying? Can you see it here? Can you see it on paper? Can you see it on the wall? What does that look like to you? What is that picture? See, we think in pictures. Prove it to you right here. Right? Tell me about your car. What kind of car do you have? Okay. What kind of car do you have? Go ahead and put it up over here. Okay. What kind of car do you have? Okay. What kind of car do you have? Freedom to travel. Okay, freedom to travel. Okay, freedom to travel where? What kind of car do you have? Think of your car. Okay. Then my next question for you would be think about do you have a dog? Right? Do you have a dog? Do you have a spouse, a wife, husband? You have children? Think of your kids. Think of your house. Think of your microwave at your home. Okay. What color is it? Okay. Does it open? Top to bottom, left to right, right to left. How does it open, right? See, what happens here is, okay, see that? Now what happens is you start seeing it, right? It's in there. It's in the, it pops up on your, in your mental in your mental as a picture, right, in your mind. Why? Because you see it. You've seen it so many times. It's there. It's physical. It's right there, right? You see it. That's why there are so many. Yeah, 2 dogs, my kids, okay? Chevy Cobalt. See, does that make sense, you guys? See, when you think about anything that you have seen in this world, and you see it, the more often you see it, right, the clearer it is, the more crystallized it is. Now, when you think about success, right, so many people fail is because they're foggy. They're foggy. They're mushy about success. What does it look like? I want more freedom. Okay. Especially people who never had true freedom, okay, they can't even imagine what the true freedom is. You know, some people who, you know, used to work, and we get conditions, man. I'm not sitting here and talking to you about, like, from this, you know, high horse or whatever, right, and trying to, you know, and trying to teach. Look, I have a conversation with you. I know what it's like to be broke, man. I know what it's like to not have $1.19 to my name and live in a crappy apartment. You know, I know what it's like to be there. I know what it's like to run campaigns that bomb. You know, I know what it's like to wake up in the morning and not knowing, you know, how you're going to put bread on the table. I know what it's like, right? But I also know what it's like to not worry about that kind of stuff. And so being on both sides of the fence, see, I wanna have a conversation with you to hopefully help you get clarity, because the clearer you are, the more magnetic you will be to the marketplace. That's a big secret. So many people are not magnetic is because they're scattered, okay? They're foggy, right? If you drive in the car in the fog, you can't really see far, okay? The clearer the road, okay, the clearer the picture, the more magnetic you are. Unconsciously. This stuff is like, the invisible is more powerful than visible, I'm telling you. And I'm not trying to be metaphysical here on you, okay? We'll get into the steps here, okay? Very important. Get clarity. Here's the exercise I want you guys to do, okay? Do it for yourself, not because I said it, but do it because you want to do it, because you're hungry, okay? If you're hungry. What is your successful life would look like? Literally, from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you go to bed, okay? And whatever day, let's say if you could create your most amazing, your most desirable, your most, you know, just your dream day, okay, your dream day. That day would be your typical day, okay? And whatever you create, you'd have to live like that for the rest of your life, okay? Not just like, okay, I'll go to vacation, I have, you know, I do nothing. Some people would be like, okay, I just wake up in the morning, I do absolutely nothing. I just go to the beach. Is that really what you want to do for the rest of your life? You'll get sick of it. You see what I'm saying? If you could have any life you want, okay, if you can design it, how would you design your life that you would be happy and like thrilled to wake up every morning, every single day, okay? You know, and what you do is you write it out. Literally get a pen, you know, pen and paper, and write out your perfect day. Start with a day, okay? Very powerful exercise, you guys. It's going to change your life. Okay? It's going to change your life. See, what's going to happen is now you will have something to look at. Now when you read that, right? How do you know if it's, you know, if you're on the right path or not? When you read that, if you get goosebumps, right? If you're like, man, something's happening over here. You're like, you're feeling it, you know what I mean? You're feeling it. You know you're on the right track. But if you whatever you wrote, right? If you read it and you're like, okay, you're not there. Okay, you got to figure out. You're not clear. You're foggy. Okay, if you're foggy, you will be difficult to succeed. You will make money. Okay, you will make money just because you can just run. You know, you can run a campaign that I give you, right? For example, and you will make money. Okay, what I'm talking about, you guys, is I'm talking about my ultimate vision. Okay, right here. See, this is where we are right now, okay? This is the 4%, this is where we're starting out. Let's say this is a journey right here. Let's say this is, I don't know, man, 5 years down the road, okay? What I'm talking about we're doing together is literally like here. You see what I'm saying? What I want to teach you is I want to teach you the stuff that we're going to be doing in this tiny little space of time right here, right? For the next, you know, however, this could be a year, this could be, you know, 6 months or whatever, right? So it's getting you the result. But really in my mind, as I'm doing this kind of stuff, instead of just focusing on this, my focus is going to be way over here, okay? And this is your freedom. Make sense? This, I want to teach you, I want to present to you the information in a way that you would get it. All right, but this information immediately will start to position you 5 years from now. If like, where do you want to be at 5 years from now? Where do you want to be at, you know, where do you want to be at in your income, in your business? Where do you want to work from? Right? Is that from home? Is that from an office? Is that traveling around the world, working from your laptop? How much money are you earning over here? What does your following look like? Okay, are you satisfied? Are you waking up every morning being fired up? You see what I'm saying? So if that's you're talking about your freedom here, then over here, this is the level to where you become totally and completely independent from any mentor, any company, any program, any system, anything. You can call your shots. Okay, you can create your reality. You can realistically create your reality. Okay, you guys believe that? Meaning, you wake up in the morning and you decide what you want to do, how much money you want to make, what do you want to buy, where do you want to go. For those of you travelers, right? Where do you want to go? You can go on a whim. Okay, because you can. You are at the freedom level. Okay, and you don't need me. Okay, you never ever want to be captive. So many people out there, man, what they do is they join a company and the company is literally focusing on just whatever, this thing right here, and they're keeping people captive. Okay, people are dependent on the company. I don't want you to be dependent on the company. You might be dependent on what we do here for a short while, and chances are you're going to stick with us for a long, long, long time, but you will start to make your difference as you move towards that direction. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay. So what do we need to do? First of all, is you need to figure out what this right here would look like for you, okay? What freedom looks like for you. Make sure that it's clear, okay? Let this be one of your homework assignments. Get clear, okay? Write it down, make sure that you read it. It gets you excited. It's like, you don't need coffee, man. When you think about this, you don't need coffee. You don't need anything to fire you up. You don't need pep talk over here. You know what I mean? You can get yourself excited. You can get yourself fired up and wake up in the morning being fired up just when you think about where you want to be and where you want to go, what you want to build. Does that make sense, everybody? And this can be about your family, right? Clara, Lee McCormick, okay, makes sense, right? So how do we do this? Okay, there is a way to engineer this, and it's a very, very simple thing. It's not a rocket science. Okay, I've applied it to, let's see. Okay, you guys here. Okay, we're going to have Q&A at the end, okay? So I'm going to answer you guys' questions. So here's the thing, okay? Number one is we need to make a decision. Very, very, very simple, not rocket science. Make a decision, okay? Making a decision, really what I'm talking about is putting your plan B and plan C and plan D and plan Z onto the side, okay? Make a decision as if your life depended on it. So whatever this freedom is, okay, whatever this star is for you, okay, wherever you're going, ultimately where you want to be at, okay, if this is 5 years from now, how can we condense time frames, okay? And you can really condense time frames, okay? Not like literally condensing time frames, but in results, when we're talking about results, we can actually condense time frames. If it's going to take you 5 years, my mentor told me this. When I sold life insurance for a period of time when I was young, when I was like 19 years old, and so the guy that I was learning from, right? This guy was, he had an agency and he was pulling in like $2 million a month, okay, in sales. It was like, to me, I was a kid, 19 years old. I'm like, wow, man, $2 million a month. That's ridiculous. He had agents working. He had the whole agency, right? So they did, and I was part of his agency. So he was training us, right? So he was like, hey, assumptive sale, assuming the sale, and all that sales stuff. But here's what really stuck with me. He said, you guys, you will be, okay, in 3 to 5 years from now, he said, mark my words, in 3 to 5 years from now, you will be and you will have like the books you read and people you hang out with. That's what he said. He said, you will be like the books you read and the people you hang out with in 3 to 5 years. Okay? If you wanted to make it like in 90 days, might not happen. But I guarantee you, the people you hang out with and the books you read is where you will be in 3 to 5 years if you're consistent. Okay? And I was like, man, 3 to 5 years, that's a long time. I don't know if that's such a long time. I want it now, man. I want it now. But he said, but you can condense time frames if you're smart. I'm like, whoa, my ears perked up, I'm like, wow, I want to hear that. He's like, you can condense time frames by intensely modeling the people you want to be like and the results you want to get. Okay, so he said this. He said, if you want to condense the time frames, right, instead of perhaps reading, right, or instead of waiting for the next month for the training to hang out with your mentor or whatever the case is, right? He says, look, if and this is a little extreme, right? But here's what he told us: the guy making $2 million a month, talking to a newbie like myself, right? Like, my eyes like this, my ears are like this. I'm like, man, wow, I want to listen to this guy, right? Whatever he says. He says, look, if your mentor is on a plane and he's going from Sacramento to New York or whatever, right? He says, look, if you want to succeed bad enough, what you can do is you can say, hey, you're going to be on the plane. Can I buy a ticket just to be next to you on the plane? Can I buy a ticket, next to you or be in the same plane so that we can have that time, right, together, and you come prepared, okay? You don't come there to waste their time. You come prepared. This was like next level thinking for me. I'm like, wow, man. I'm like, I'm new. I don't have the money. I'm trying to scrape by over here, make some sales, in the insurance industry. But he says, look, this is how you can condense time frames. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's like totally thinking outside the box. And he's like, that's why most typical people will never do that. And that stuck with me for the rest of my life. I'm like, wow, that's profound, So what I'm saying here is this: when I got started in 2005, right, in a direct sales company, I had no idea what I was doing, right? But I made a decision because my decision was based on what I wanted to provide for my family. Okay, so I made a decision. Now I had no plan B. Maybe maybe what I did was a little bit too extreme, because what I did is I got myself convinced so much, right? I convinced myself that I would succeed, that even though when I was not, right, I had no idea, how to do this, or I had no results whatsoever. I was constantly reinforcing the decision that I made, okay, by fueling my decision and kind of selling myself on that decision over and over again by feeding my mind with nothing but information that would support the decision that I made, which is I want to have an online business. I want to work from home. I want to do this online marketing thing, and I want to be great at it. And I want to provide enough for my family. I want to make enough money to provide the lifestyle that my family truly deserves. Okay, so I would not listen. There's different channels of information. There's different kinds of information that we get, that we can bombard ourselves with. Right? Hey, this doesn't work. Hey, this is a scam. Hey, that guy is a scam. That doesn't work. When you make a decision, you cut out anything that's not related to where you want to go. Okay, and you only filter in information that is supporting the decision that you just made. Okay, a lot of people are like bouncing balls. They're like, man, whacking from one side to another side, and they're like all over the place. Right now they're convinced. Tomorrow they're like totally opposite. I had one guy call me up. He's like, he called me up so upset. He's like, Vic, I've been following you, dude, and I was like, and he's like, I've been following you for 7 years, and I never got a result. So I started talking to him. I'm like, okay. And he's like, I've invested $40,000 into your things, into your programs. Okay, and I haven't made a dime. I said, send me a receipt proving that you have spent $40,000 with me, and I'll give you every single penny back if you can prove it to me. Okay? We started talking. He got a little, he started talking about different things. And then next day, I'm like, wait, tell me, how is it that you've been following the same information that this other guy has been following, and this other guy is already a multiple six-figure-a-year income earner, right? They're already making their difference. They're not worrying about money, and you right here, you're still, you're complaining. What's the difference? So we started talking. Next day, he calls me up. He's like, Vic, dude, you're the best mentor on earth, man. The reason I'm still here, I'm still following you, is because I was getting results from you. I'm like, dude, what's going on over here, right? You see, he had a bad moment, right? Maybe he had a fight with a spouse. Maybe he had something bad happen. So he takes that information, that negative energy, and he transfers it to his business. All right? See over here. That's a road to failure, man. You cannot do that. See what I'm saying? So what I want to do here in my decision, especially in my decision, I don't care what's going on in the family. I don't care what's going on in the world. I don't care what the world events are like. I don't care what the economy is doing. I don't care what anything happens, right, around me. I am only channeling and allowing the information in that would support my decision. Okay, so what is a decision? Okay, that decision could be, okay, freedom. Okay, let's say freedom. Okay, now identify what this freedom means. Okay, so again, goes back to our thing. You guys, am I confusing you, or is this, or you guys follow? Okay, I want to make sure that you follow, because I don't want to be talking, you know, and potentially confuse you. Yeah, Marie, this will be recorded. Okay. So what I'm saying is, this is super important, man. I can, like, you know, and this is very, very important information for you guys to really understand, right? Before you get into the Operation 100K. Okay, very, very important. Okay, when you get this and you start applying these things and you start following the rules. See, there are rules. Okay, there are rules for success and there are rules for failure. There is language of success and there is language of failure. Okay, a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people are failing because they simply don't understand that what they're doing unconsciously, what they're thinking about unconsciously, and just how they're going about their life, even unconsciously, without even realizing it, it causes them to fail over and over and over again. Okay, that's why, you guys, this is truth. That's why the majority of the world's population, they're failing, and people who are lucky enough to have the mentors, right? Who had mentors, it's just kind of like the chain, right? People who were fortunate enough. I'm one of the fortunate ones, man. I'm telling you, I'm not anybody who's like superhuman or anything. I'm just fortunate because I'm a real average dude, you know. But I'm fortunate to have the mentor come into my life, and I listened. I was just smart enough to listen to the guy, and my mentor was earning. You know, I had multiple mentors over the years. Still have mentors, okay, direct and indirect mentors. The best athletes in the world have mentors, okay. The Muhammad Ali, who just passed away recently, right? The greatest, arguably the greatest in the world, right? At what he did. He had mentors, okay? Michael Jordan's, you know, the greatest tennis players, the golf players, I mean, basketball players, anybody who is at the top of their game, who is at the top of the world, at that level, they have mentors, and they cannot afford to not have a mentor. If they need a mentor, what does it say about us? What does it say about somebody who, you know, who is trying to climb up the ladder of success? If this guy over here is seeking out the best in the world, okay, what does it say about this guy? Well, most of the time, this guy right here starting out, he's going to be like, I'm too smart to have a mentor. I think I know the way, okay? I think I know the way. This mentor right here, okay, you know, he's going to look at him, he's like, he's not worthy of my money. Okay, I'm going to figure it out. And so that's why this guy is over here and this guy is over here. Okay, so in business, you guys, okay, this stuff is important to understand. So this is, okay, so does that make sense, right? So freedom, okay, make a decision. Now identify. If this is foggy, you will not sustain this. You will not sustain this decision. You're going to be swayed, okay, very, very easily. The clearer this is, okay, the clearer this is, and you got to have it in picture, man. If you need to, make sure that you get support, you know, pictures that's supporting it. Okay, you know, there is personal development industry, and they're talking about writing your goals down, right? Grant Cardone, you guys know who Grant Cardone is? Okay, arguably one of the best salesmen in the world. Okay, he's talking about today at this level, he writes down his goals in the morning and in the evening, so that he can get clear on them. He can read them, and they got to be big enough to give him goosebumps when he reads it. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have it. You gotta have a picture, okay? Make sure that we're Bruce Lee. Yeah. See, you guys are getting it, right? Okay, sweet. Make sure that we're on. Okay. Now this is okay. Making a decision is great. Now the next thing, okay, and this is what my mentor said. My mentor said, look, you can condense time frames, because if I make a decision, I can read books. Okay, I can read a book. And I can go to the library and I can say, hey, I'm just going to get a bunch of information over here. And hopefully it's going to work. And if I do that, dude, I'm going to be like in 3 to 5 years, the books that I read, that I saturate my mind with, I'll be like the guys that indirectly, you know, mentor me, right? Now I can condense the time frames by having mentorship and modeling. Okay, and I know this is not anything new, you guys. I'm not giving you anything new that's rocket science or anything here. Okay, this is basic stuff. A lot of people though don't understand it. Okay, Tony Robbins talks about it. Okay, how many guys heard Tony Robbins talking about modeling? Okay, what I mean by modeling? Okay, mentorship and modeling. Now, modeling is where you identify. Okay, where you identify somebody who. Okay, you identify somebody. This guy, whoever that is. Okay, you identify somebody who is getting the result that you want. And my take on it, going back to my mentor who was teaching me, you know, some of the things that really just stuck with me for the rest of my life. He said, Vic, you condense time frames. If you want to be at, say, 10,000 a month, okay, in income, you find a mentor, okay, who's getting results that's at least 10 times of that what you want to achieve. You guys getting this? So if I am at 2,000 a month right now, okay, working at a job, this is my current situation. My star over here, okay, this is my ultimate goal, is I want to be at 10K, okay, which is a lot of people. This is like my goal. So how do I bridge the gap? He says, look, find a mentor who is at least 10 times this much, okay? So this guy has got to be earning at least 100K a month. Does that make sense? Don't look for somebody who is earning 12,000 a month or 10,000 a month. They will not teach you how to make that, okay? Because there is, I forgot what this law is called, but there's a law that basically says that, you know, whatever, it kind of dribbles down, okay? So if I want to learn from somebody who is at 10K a month, they will not teach me how I can get 10K a month, because they are at this level. They cannot get me to that level, okay? You guys get it? They cannot teach me. But if I can learn from this guy, there is a big enough gap over here that he can teach me how to get this very, very easily. Okay, he can teach me how to get, you know, probably to 50,000. Does that make sense? So this is a very important lesson that I learned in my business, the importance of a mentor, right? So here's the thing though. When you identify a mentor, okay, and you guys, what we're doing over here, man, okay, what we're doing here in the 4% group, it's going to be super easy, because we'll have, you know, you guys, look, I cannot, like, some of you guys' goal is like $1 million a month, okay? I've earned, you know, $1 million a month in revenue, okay? I've sold $1 million plus. You know, I think my biggest month was like well, outside of lunches. I mean, we did lunches, you know, I created, you know, or engineered some lunches for some companies that went on to do like 3.4 million, 3.6 million in like 5 days. But these are like short promotions. When I'm talking about like sustained income, I think my record is like 1.2, 1.4 million in a month, okay? That I predictably like engineered that kind of stuff. You know, didn't get to keep all that, obviously it's revenue. But, you know, if your goal is to make $1 million a month, I'm not your guy. I'm not, okay? Now, I haven't arrived. I'm learning, right? I want to learn from guys like, you know, who are perhaps in other industries. It doesn't have to be in the internet marketing industry, but I want to learn from billionaires, guys like Elon Musk, right? I want to see, like, I want to deconstruct, like, how does that guy, how does he think? You know, how does he, you know, created a Tesla that just, I mean, they made more money than probably U.S. government has in reserves. They made that like in a lunch. Crazy, ridiculous. You know, Apple. How do those guys think? You know, the Trumps of the world. Not like, I'm not getting to the politics here, you know, or anything, but business-wise. You see what I'm saying? I'm a businessman. I'm a marketer and I'm an entrepreneur. So I want to get that kind of level of thinking, because the people that I'm going to be learning from, right, or getting the information from, there's got to be a gap that's like ginormous. You see what I'm saying? In income. So this guy right here, okay, realize that step number 3, okay, is this thing called the most important sale, okay? The most important sale, okay? A lot of people miss it. And it has to do with a couple things. What do you guys think the most important sale is? Okay? What do you guys think on your road to success? Okay? The road to success, whatever it is that you're doing, the single most important sale, what do you think that is? He meant there's a Russian billionaire. Nando, what's up, man? Good to see you here, brother. Richard Branson, man, you know, phenomenal guy, right? When it comes to business. I don't know him personally, but I can get indirect mentorship from him, right? What is the most important sale? Your first sale is most important. Nope, not it. That's not it, okay? L, you got it. Yourself, okay? There's two parts to it, though. There's two parts, okay? Yourself. Okay? Yourself. Yourself / your decision. Okay? See what I'm saying here is you gotta constantly sell yourself on yourself that, hey, I can do it. I can do it. Muhammad Ali, I think it was. Maybe it was Bruce Lee. I think it was Muhammad Ali. When you look at, you go back and do the research. I'm pretty sure it was Muhammad Ali. That guy hired people to follow him around and say, you're the greatest, you're the greatest, you're the greatest, you're the greatest, you're the greatest. That's all he did, man. Do your research. It's crazy. It's like, why would you do that, man? Why would you do that? Right? He was doing this right here. Okay? He was doing this. He was making the most important sale ever, which is selling himself to himself. Hey, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And your decision, whatever the decision is, you got to constantly sell yourself on that decision so that every single day when you wake up, this is when you do this, what happens here, right, invisibly, what's going on is you become magnetic in the industry because you guys, most people don't get it, okay? Because most people don't get it, they're wandering generalities is what Zig Ziglar calls them. Wandering generalities, okay? You having this clear, doing this constantly, selling yourself back on your vision. It's constantly reinforcing the picture and only allowing information that supports that, okay? So if somebody tells you, hey, this is a scam, that is a scam, that is a scam, whatever, you don't listen to it, okay? Because if there is one person making it, okay, it's not a scam. If there is one person making it, then obviously what you're doing is legit, okay? I'm not just talking about the 4% group, I'm talking about like general, life in general, okay? Then you can do it. You see, but you gotta sell yourself constantly. Now, second sale is what you gotta make is your mentor. Your mentors. Mentors, okay? Don't have too many of them. I would suggest stick with 1 or 2, maybe 3 at the very most, okay? But make sure that the messaging is congruent because there are mentors out there that, you know, great guys at what they do, different things, but the messaging might be incongruent. Okay, so that's going to mess you up mentally. So identify who you resonate with, you know, with the kind of results you want, the kind of path that you see for yourself taken, right? And you got to constantly sell yourself on these. These are the 2 most important sales, you guys, that you can make to yourself, okay? In anything, okay? Forget about what you're promoting, okay? Because this is important. This is how I can condense my time frames, okay? We'll talk more about that in a minute. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay? All right, so, okay, good. Because I had no clarity, better late than ever. Okay, so some of you guys are just coming in here, okay? What I would suggest you do is just watch it, watch it replay when it becomes available. This video is freezing up. Is that okay? No, it's not okay, Cindy Burns. You might need to adjust the resolution on the bottom. And maybe change the video quality for yourself to a little bit lower rate, okay? Okay, great. Okay, number 4. Okay, there's 5 steps, you guys, okay? Massive imperfect action, okay? Massive imperfect action. Now, massive imperfect action, this is, when I was learning from that guy, did that guy have flaws, man? Absolutely. But the moment I decided, the moment I identified who I want to learn from, okay, I said, you know what? What you do is you sell. When you sell yourself, you cannot. Look, if you're married, how many of you guys here are married? Yeah? You guys are married. How many of you guys married? If you married, you made a decision. You made a commitment. You made a decision, right? You made a decision. If you don't constantly sell yourself on your spouse, right? Does your spouse always perfect, always like, you know, an angel or whatever, right? No. See what I'm saying? If you look at the negatives of your spouse, you see, in the beginning, when you made the decision, it was like, oh, you were looking at the positives. Otherwise, you would not decide, right? Simple stuff. So you were just seeing the positives. When you get married, you go through that 6 months, you know, you pass honeymoon time, you know, your first year, things get rocky a little bit, right? A plane taking off right here, man, right? A plane taking off from the runway, it goes up. Your first, you know, I don't know, your first, you know, couple thousand feet, pretty smooth. And then it gets to the point to where it's like, okay, little bumps, all right, little bumps, bumpy air, and you got to be like, whew, am I gonna survive? Am I gonna die? What's gonna happen over here, right? Oh, see, what you can do is you got to go through it, right? And then you get to the sunny side. Now, understanding this, see, well, the reason most people fail is because they're just wondering generalities, man. They don't get it. Okay, what I'm talking about here is not just. See, when you get this, right, business it's easy. It's easy, man. You apply this stuff in your business. Again, I wanted to talk about this before we actually get into the Operation 100K, because Operation 100K is all going to be tactics, man. Here's what I do. Here's how I run traffic. Here's how I create campaign. Here's how I optimize it. You know, here's what we do. It's just boom, 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 boom. Let's go get results, okay? And that's coming up this week. So I wanted to take, you know, a time to make sure that we cover this, okay? So look. Selling yourself on your decision, okay, if it's in marriage, dude, are there people in the world that is better than yourself or your spouse? Okay, you can look at it either way, you know, probably, right? But you made a decision and that's it. Okay, if you want to be successful long term, that's it. You don't look around, right? Now, second thing with mentoring, or same thing with mentoring. When I made the decision to follow that mentor in the insurance industry, right? Ralph Simpson, that guy was $2 million a month, man. It was insane. I was like, wow, dude. Did he have imperfections? Was he perfect? No. But see, I made a decision and I said, you know what? I want what he has in that area. And so I'm going to put blinders on. And if that guy told me to stand on one foot, okay, and make phone calls, which he didn't, okay, I would be doing it. I got online in 2005. I had other mentors in the online space, right? I took the same approach, the same mindset. I said, you know what? I don't care what I know. I don't know much, but I'm not going to filter that information through my thinking because my results got me to where I'm at, right? So it doesn't make sense for me to not listen or try to filter the information through my thinking, because my thinking is like, it's totally different from that guy's thinking, okay? So I was coachable to the point to where I was like a sponge, man. I was like clay. I'm like, hey man, mold me to anything. Like I want to be like I want to get these results. So wherever process I need to go through, I'm gonna go through it. If I need to be up until 5 o'clock in the morning, if I need to stand on one foot, right, and make phone calls, I'm gonna do that because I made a decision. My picture was super clear and I wanted it, man. I was super hungry. This stuff all supported this decision right here. And I became, okay, quote unquote successful after I did this massive imperfect action, okay? Massive imperfect action means that you don't need to see, I don't need to see when I get in the car, I don't need to see the entire, you know, the entire trip, especially if it's at night. I can only see 300 feet ahead of me, okay? I go as far as I can see, but I just take action, okay? So, does that make sense, you guys? Okay, cool. Can you repeat how to unfreeze? Okay, Cindy, is this breaking up for anybody else? Anybody else, or is it just for Cindy? Some of you guys are like, marriage broke me. Some of you guys have bad taste in your mouths after marriage, right? Look, it's, you know, it's, analyze why, right? Why? I'm not here to preach at you. I'm just telling you You know, that's the truth, man. It's the truth. So if I don't continually, you know, sell myself on my decision in my dream, all right, in my decision in myself that I could do it, that I'm good enough. Look, you're good enough. You don't need somebody to tell you that you can do this, okay? I'm telling you can do this. You're here because something inside of you told you that, you know what? You want to do this. Look, if you didn't have what it takes to get to where you want to go, you wouldn't be here, okay? The fact that you can think, the fact that you can dream of whatever it is that you're dreaming, that alone tells you that you have what it takes within you to get there, okay? All you got to do is just figure out this middle stuff, this gap, okay? And this is what we're going to be teaching you. This is what we're going to be, where we're going to go together, okay, on this journey here, okay? So massive imperfect action, you know, you just take action. Okay, let's see here. Action, 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 more action, okay? Step number 5. This right here, guys, is where perhaps when it comes to the action stuff, this perhaps is the most important step, okay? I call it success begets success, okay? Success begets success. My handwriting is pretty terrible, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm not about being fancy, I'm about getting the message across, okay? Easy peasy, yes, Dave? All right, I can succeed, yeah. Good, man, I like that thinking. This is $1 million training. This is so good, wake up call. This is so good. Okay, Daryl, you're getting it, right? Look, guys, I'm not telling you anything that's like super, you know, like new stuff that has never been. Look, this is like, information is not, it's packaging information in a way that makes sense for you when it clicks. And when you're ready for it, you see, when it clicks for you, you know, when I went from, you know, when I went from being that, you know, I was like 220 pounds, okay? 220 pounds, man. It wasn't, you know, I was like tired in the mornings. I was like, dude, I didn't take care of myself. I didn't. But the thing that kind of, that made me make a decision is when I saw myself, you know, in the picture from the back, and I'm like, oh, who is that dude? And I didn't recognize myself, man. I was so out of shape that I did not recognize myself, you know? And I'm like, dude, that's it. That very same night, okay? That very same night, I made a decision. I made a decision that I'm gonna have vibrant health. I'm gonna feel vibrant, man. I'm gonna I couldn't, and this is like a little off the topic, guys, but this is following this formula, okay? I did the same thing with my money. I did the same thing with my marketing. I did the same thing in pretty much any area that you want to change in. This is a process, okay? So I said, okay, I made a decision that same night. Immediately, I started to figure out, okay, who is going to be my mentor? Okay, who is the guy that's going to take me there? Okay, I'm already sold on the decision. I didn't really need this right here. Became like a default because this was so strong, dude. I was like, man, that's it. Line in the sand. I don't care. You know, I don't care what I gotta do. Same mentality that I had in 2005. I don't care what I gotta do. I gotta do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I made that decision. A lot of people don't succeed because they don't make a decision to do whatever it takes. Literally, whatever it takes. Literally, whatever it takes. Not like what they think they can do, what's comfortable, what they can afford, what they cannot afford, what they, you know, if I had to wait, you know, I mean, if I had to go to gym at 3 o'clock in the morning, guess what? If my mentor said, you know what, Vic, or not Vic because he didn't coach me directly, but he would say, look, you would get better results if you work out at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was ready to do that. See what I'm saying? I was ready to do that. But I identified. I literally went on the internet and I said, you know, and I started researching. And I came across this guy, Tony Horton, okay, from Beachbody, P90X. I looked at the infomercial. That's all I needed. I didn't look at the reviews. I didn't be like, okay, the guy looks, he has the results, right? He is able to get people the results. I'm like, dude, this is my guy right here. Boom. Made a decision, all right? Got the training, got the course. Immediately started to do everything to the T, okay? Most important sale, continually reinforcing. So I showed up to his webinars. I continually immersed myself with this. Like he would do these live streams, right? Talk about, you know, just like reinforcing the idea of being healthy, you know? I was just like reinforcing it. And I was on it. I was listening to it, you know? That fueled my decision even more, right? That got me through it. How many people do you know that make a decision quote unquote make a decision to change their health or their physical shape or whatever, right? And they just not follow through. How many people make, you know, a New Year's resolution? You know what I mean? Like in January. All right, I'm going to lose 30 pounds, man. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to lose 5 pounds, whatever the thing is, right? And then 2 weeks later, they're back to square one, and they're like, okay, I'm going to do it next year. You know, you know, the decision wasn't strong enough. They didn't sell themselves on the decision. You know, that's it. That makes sense? So then what I did is I took massive imperfect action. I did what I could with what I had to work with. You know, this guy is showing me how to do, you know, this guy is training, right? And I'm like following his training, and he's doing like 20 pull-ups, right? Dude, I can barely do 3 because I'm so out of shape. I'm like, man. But I didn't care. I did whatever I could right here, okay? Whatever I could, okay? Imperfect action. Something is better than nothing. Massive imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. Write that down, okay? A lot of people, yeah, you guys, yeah, you're getting it, right? So why is that? Why is it that I was able to get the result, and millions of people in the world going through the same thing, learning from the same guy, they're not getting the result? They're complaining this guy is a scam, okay? I don't know. I got the result. You see what I'm saying? But because I did this, okay, because I did this, I started to get little successes, right? So what's going to happen is when you get here, okay, when you get here, you will, when you start taking massive imperfect action, you will start getting small successes. You never go from like nothing to like overnight success. Look, my overnight success is, you know, the year or 2 or 3 years that I was building and just like literally just working like crazy that nobody sees, that I don't necessarily talk about, that people don't see. The big houses that people, you know, see out there flashing, you know, by being flashed by other people or whatever, the big cars or the successful life, the travel. What most people don't realize is what's going on behind the curtain, what it takes. Okay, the overnight success is the 5-year preparation. You know, it's doing this kind of stuff that most people are not willing to go through. It's doing those push-ups and pull-ups. It's getting yourself to the point to where you feel like you can't go no more, and then you do 3 more, and then you feel like you want to puke. You know what I mean? It's that thing that, you know, you decided to eat healthy. In my example, back to this picture right here, right? Right? See, it's that thing that when you have a piece of cake in front of you and you're at the social gathering, how strong are you with your decision? Okay, are you easily swayed? When I was on the mission to get me in, you know, to change my physical self, right? Look, that decision had to be stronger than my desires for a temporary gain or for a temporary cheating the system or really cheating myself. You know what I mean? The reason most people is it's like a weight scale. It's a scale. You got benefit, you got the reward, and then you got the price that you need to pay to get the reward. Which is more important to you? You know, a lot of people go for the temporary, you know, reward. They don't want to pay the price. The price might be, you know, you got that cake in front of you, and you know that you shouldn't eat it, dude. You don't eat it. You just don't, because that decision outweighs that piece of chocolate or whatever that thing is. You see what I'm saying? But see, what happens here is success begets success. For you to go from, okay, can you guys see this here? Yeah, you can. Okay, so if this is a line right here, okay, this is a timeline. That's a bad timeline. Let me draw a clearer timeline here. Okay, this is a timeline right here. Okay, this is where you want to be at, and this is your beginning. Start. Okay? How do you go from here to here? This is your end result. This is your freedom. This is your ideal weight. This is your, you know, the dream that you are going after, whatever that thing is. Okay? How do you get here? Well, you get here by focusing on your small successes one at a time. And you make them significant, man. Okay? You make them significant to you because success begets, this is a law right here. This is a law. Failure begets failure. Frustration begets frustration. See what I'm saying? Success begets success. Make sure you guys are with me here. Make sense? So let me tell you how, let me kind of relate this to you, okay? Back in 2005, my goal here, I was at zero. Starting out online marketing, direct sales, 2005, okay? I was at zero. My mentor said, Vic, you gotta do this. He explained to me, right? So I'm like, okay, I get it. So how do I do it? He's like, okay, most people want to get this without doing this. And it doesn't work. It never happens. They will always be disappointed, okay? If they want to go from here to here, okay? So what you do is you want to identify your small wins. What are your small wins, okay? So what I did is, you know, I ran a campaign, okay? I didn't make money, okay? This was my goal initially in 2005 was like 5,000 a month. That's what I wanted to make, 5,000 a month. You know, broke 5,000 a month. Never made that money before. I think the most I've made was like, you know, maybe 2,000 or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So 5,000 a month for me here, what would take me there? Okay, so the program I'm promoting, all right, teaches people how to, you know, how to succeed online. It's a direct sales company. So I didn't make money, okay? Hear me out. This is very, very important, you guys. I didn't make money. So I couldn't focus. I couldn't focus on success equal money. What is success? Okay, we need to identify what is success. Tell me what is success to you? Okay, what is success? Okay, because if this is a timeline of success, or if this is success for you right here, whatever that is, this is success, right? Whatever that is, you got to identify. How do you, you know, what's the you know, what's the path there? What's the path? Okay, making money is success. Marius, okay, tell me what is success to you right here. Let me pop this up on the, oh, not that. Let me pop this up on the screen here, okay? Living the life of choice, okay, that's good. Money, a positive attitude is success. Success is a journey. Success is reaching your goal. Celebration of life, happiness, okay, success, to be alive. So different meanings of success, right, by a lot of you guys. Okay, I'm looking at these right here. Okay, attitude, hard work, success. Okay, you know what my definition of success is? Like freedom, all that stuff, right? All that stuff. So look, what if we said success? Because your definition of success will determine how you handle that area. You know what I mean? And your actions, how the kind of actions you will or will not take, is going to be dependent on what your definition of success is. Okay, so if this is $5,000 for you and you'd be like, okay, I feel successful. So success, this line right here, is a progressive realization of your goals and dreams, right? So it's a progressive realization. So for me to realize this $5,000 right here per month is what I'm shooting for, or if this is my ideal health, or if this is whatever this is for me, right? This right here, my friend, is progressive realization, and the key word here is progressive. Okay, so what is the progress there? Okay, the progress could be back in 2006 or 2005 when I got started online, and most people will not understand this. So please pay attention, because it will change your life, man. It will change your life. This is what we're going to be focusing on when we hit Operation 100K and when we go through the process there, right? This will surface again, but it will surface in a way that might not be as clear to you, right? Because most people don't get it. I'll just tell you flat out, okay? Most people don't get it. I wanted to explain to you now so that you have a very clear, you know, idea of what we're talking about here. So that way you can be deliberate about it. Progressive realization of your goal. Progressive, okay? So in 2005, a lot of people were saying, hey, you know, you gotta brag about how much money you're making, okay? I didn't have money, man. I didn't make a sale yet. So I could do one of two things. I could lie. Not a good idea. Don't lie, okay? Don't lie. Never, it will never help you, okay? It's not a good idea. Or I can complain why I'm not getting money, okay? I can tell the world that I'm not making money yet. Is that going to serve you? No, right? It's not going to serve you. How many people out there do you know that are typing all over social media about how broke they are, about how frustrated they are because they haven't made a sale yet? Have you guys seen that? Yeah? You guys seen that? And so what is it going to do, right? So every action that I'm going to take, I'm going to ask myself, what's the outcome of this action? So if I'm going to post in social media, or if I'm going to post on a webinar, if I'm going to post anywhere to the world, right, that, you know, hey, I didn't make a sale yet, is that getting me a step closer to where I want to go or not? Okay? Is that getting me a step closer? So every single step that I take, it needs to take me, every single action, every single post, every single word that I say, every single thought that I think. Let's even go that deep, okay? Because thoughts are real. Thoughts is your way of, you know, is how you talk to yourself, is through thinking, right? So look, this is, you guys, look, man, I wish that everybody gets it, because this is going to change your paradigm. It's going to change your life, okay? Look, every single action that I take, it needs to take me closer to my goal, okay? What some people are doing is they're doing this right here, okay? They're saying they want to go this way, but they say, hey, I didn't make a sale yet. Boom, they just went this way. See what I'm saying? You guys getting this? They see somebody else make a sale, and we see this happening in the Facebook group. Guys, I'll be like, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I don't want to baby you guys. I love you. I want to help you get results. And as long as you listen, all right, as long as you listen, and you have an open heart and an open mind, and you be like a sponge, you literally hang on to every word. I'm not going to tell you anything that's going to hurt you, I promise. I want your success. I want to feature you to the world. Here's what I see some people are saying. This guy right here just posted in the Facebook group, right, saying, hey, I just made 10 sales. Somebody else says, oop, I didn't make a sale yet. Sad face. Okay? Another guy says, hey, I just made a sale. This guy says, I didn't make a sale. Good for you, but I'm so sad. Is this taking you in the direction that you want to go, or is this taking you away from it? Okay? You guys see what I'm saying here? So if you want to go this way, you cannot be doing this crap over here. Okay? You cannot. So what you need to do, okay, what you need to do, and this is what I did, and I learned this. I'm not talking to you from a high horse over here. I'm being real with you, okay? If I tell you what you want to hear, and I'll be like, oh, poor you, you know, it's not your fault. Is that going to serve you? No. But let's get to the bottom of this thing, right? How do we get you? How do we help you get sales? How do we help you get sales? Okay, is like this. Is like this. When in 2005 I didn't have the result that I wanted, and I really wanted to make a sale, my mentor says, Vic, don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on the little result that you're getting in the direction that you want to go. Okay? Focus on the little things that you're getting, on the small successes. So this law, success begets success. If you don't have money coming in, at this time, your success is not equal money. Your success is to get you the first step. Your success is to get yourself first opt-in. Okay? Simple. Get yourself a first opt-in. Heck, before even that, your success, your first success, man, is to make a decision and make it firm and have a crystal clear picture that nobody can sway you because you're so sold on it, that nobody can convince you that you are not already here. See what I'm saying? That, you guys, right here, this is your first milestone, okay? That is worthy to celebrate. Does that make sense? You celebrate it, man. Your next step right here is you go into the direction that you want, creating that freedom. What is it gonna, just backtrack it, okay? In the online space, I ran an ad, okay, in like Craigslist for free. Well, now we have Facebooks and all that stuff. I got like 20 opt-ins, okay, 20 opt-ins, no sales, 0 sales, just 20 opt-ins. I got so fired up, man. I got so fired up because I was coachable. I hung my hat, metaphorically speaking, on, you know, with this mentor, right? And he said, dude, you gotta celebrate your small successes. Don't focus on what you don't have, because if I focus on the sales I didn't have, that's gonna take me away from my goal. It's gonna take me even longer to get it. You get it? Okay? So I wanna focus on what I do have that's taking me a step closer. Okay? So I ran an ad for free, and I got me like 20 opt-ins. What I do? I celebrate, man. I get so fired up. I email those 20 leads. I got these 20 leads over here, okay? I email them and I say, hey guys, I just got 20 opt-ins. Because remember, I'm talking to these guys, you know, I got them because they responded to an ad saying, hey, do you want to build an online business? Right? It was one of those things. So these guys responded to that ad. Okay, so naturally, getting leads is important to these guys. So I email my very first 20 subscribers and I say, hey, I'm gonna teach you, I would like to share with you how I got 20 leads. I didn't tell them that they're my 20 leads. I didn't tell them I didn't make any sales yet. That wasn't important, but I got fired up. I continued to sell myself over here. See, I go back to this formula and I continue to sell myself and my decision, and I continue to sell myself on my mentor that, hey, this thing really worked because I got one small, you know, step into the direction I want to go to, right? Because that ultimately is going to lead to me getting a sale. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay. Greg Crocker, you found me on Craigslist, yeah? It was a long time ago, man. It's like 2005, 2006. Okay. So what happens is, you focus and you celebrate your small successes, okay? Then I did I talked to these guys, I sent them an email. First email ever, man. First subscribers ever, first email. I was like, I want to make sure I don't press the wrong button. Boom, I send an email. Boom, I send my first, autoresponder email. It's a success, man. It's a success. It's a step in the direction that you want to go. Make sense? When I was this guy right here, okay? When I was this dude right here, the first piece of food that wasn't serving me, well, first of all, it was decision, okay? Celebrate on decision, man. Continue to reinforce that, man. It was a good feeling. Next, you got temptations. You've got somebody says, hey, this dude is you shouldn't listen to this dude. You should listen to that dude. You should go this. You should go this way. You like that dog chasing after the thing, right? You're like everywhere. Okay, you're gonna get anything? No. Continue to reinforce the decision. Continue to reinforce the decision. Continue to listen. Okay, and the temptation you're gonna have is like, okay, let's say I wanna get into shape physically, right? We'll go to a social gathering and there's desserts, man, so good, yummy. Oh my goodness, desserts, right? You got a choice. You go after this or you go after the temporary gain. Okay, so most people will go after the lowest, after the path of least resistance, and that's why they're average, man. That's why they're mediocre. That's why they're going back, and then they're gonna call this guy somebody that's less reputable. Okay, so I made a decision not to eat it. Look, it's a success. It's a step in the direction that I want to go. Make sense, you guys? You can apply this in everything. Lena is laughing because she knows, right? You know. Hey, is this real or what, man? Okay, you guys getting this? Real stuff? Okay, real stuff, yeah? So look, what I did is I sent my first email autoresponder, okay? Bam, it's another step. Dude, you celebrate it. You make it a big deal out of it, okay? Pat yourself on the back. Good job, Vic, man. Good job, man. This is good, okay? You post it in the group. You get people to support you. You let the world know. You talk about the steps that you're taking that's going to take you in this direction. You don't talk about steps that's going to pull you away from it. You don't talk about stuff that's not supporting you. But you focus. Write this down. What you focus on expands. Write this down. Never forget it. What you focus on expands. Okay? If you focus on what you don't have, it's going to expand. You'll have more of what you don't have. Don't ask me why. Every single time. Focus on the things that will help you get into the direction you want to go. Every single thought that you have. That's why I'm being very careful. Doesn't matter what's going on in life. Dude, if you guys knew the kind of stuff that I've been through, the kind of stuff that's still going through, I mean, it's just ridiculous, okay? But you've gotta filter things out. You cannot let outside circumstances impact how you feel. You cannot. Okay? You cannot let outside influences dictate where you want to go and sway you of that thing right there, whatever that is for you. Make sense? So here's the thing. Be very careful. The thoughts, how you say, what you say, to whom you say, right? Don't talk about stuff that you don't have. Okay, talk about stuff that you have. And then I had my first sale. Oh my goodness, man. I had my first sale ever. You'll never forget your first sale, man. It doesn't matter how big it is. You never forget it. So what you do is you celebrate it. Okay, what I do is I email these people, okay? And by that time I had maybe like 70 people on my list. Or like, I don't know, maybe 100, maybe more, right? I made my very first sale. I didn't talk to them about, hey, I didn't have sales before and this is my first sale. Dude, I'm already a millionaire. You couldn't convince me I wasn't already a millionaire. You're selling myself on the decision because I was going to be a millionaire, ultimately, okay? This was $5,000 a month, but I'm like, man, if that guy can do it, I can do it. And I continue to reinforce myself, and that belief started to build up. That possibility started to build up, you know what I'm saying? So you guys, here's the thing. What do we need to do, okay? Identify what are your small wins, okay, on your journey to wherever you want to go. What are your small wins, okay? Tell me some of them right now. What are some of your small wins that you can focus on, okay? Based on your decision. You made a decision, okay? What are your small wins? Go ahead and list them out right here. Let's have this like a group little participation here. I want to know what you guys think. How this how you getting this, okay? It's hard not to focus on bills piling up, but that's why I'm here. Exactly, Summer, okay? You focus on what you focus on bills. Is that going to change anything? Really, is that going to change? Just ask yourself this: if whatever I'm going to focus on, will that take me a step closer to the direction I want to go? Will it? And if the answer is no, then you just realize it's there. It's got to be taken care of. But you focus on what you really need to be focusing on to get yourself snapped out from that, right? Okay. First sale. No, that's your first sale is not your really, that's your first sale is going to be somewhere over here. Look, your first sale might be somewhere like here. Okay? Now, the fact that you made a decision, is that a step? Okay? Is that a step? Yes? The fact that you somehow, I don't know how, you stumble upon the 4% group. Okay? And if you buy into the vision, man, if you listen to your heart and you're like, man, something is telling me that I'm in the right spot, reinforce it, man. That's your step. Okay? Somebody else made a sale. Do you resent them? Do you like, he made a sale, I didn't make a sale yet. Man. You get that kind of feeling, or are you genuinely excited about him, right? Look, that's a step. Your very first subscriber, is that a step? Yeah. Look, you set up your funnel. Is that a step? Right? You opened up a ClickBank account. You got yourself a payment account set up. You got yourself an autoresponder. These things, man, you got to make sure that you understand that what you're doing, every single thing, okay, is a success step, okay? And then you'll get your first sale. It might be over here, okay? Your first sale, $22, $5, $100, doesn't matter. $4,800, it doesn't matter. Your first sale. Okay? Your decision to activate your multiple sources of income. It's a decision. You see what I'm saying here? So what you're doing is you position yourself and you're going, it's a journey. It's a progressive realization of your dream or goal. Okay? Is success. It's progressive realization. Guess what? When you get here, will you arrive? Yeah. You will see how to go further, man. Okay? Okay. So you guys tell me this. I want to know. We're this week, okay? We're pushing like crazy here to get the Operation 100K going, okay? This particular talk that I just, these ideas right here, you can apply them to anything. And the clearer you are, okay? Know your process. Make sure that you understand this concept over here, and don't do this, because this is gonna, every single time you engage in this stuff right here, it takes you away, and then you're getting further and further and further away from your goal. Make sense? Okay? Now, do you have to have a lot of money to succeed? No, not really. Okay? What you need to understand is you gotta be clear, man. The clearer you are, Okay, you understand the principle? Now tell me, you guys, honestly, truthfully, do you get this? On a scale of 1 to 10, how clear are you on this process right here? On a scale of 1 to 10, how clear are you on the process? Okay, tell me. Vic, are the 4%ers invited to Chris Record's lunch for Internet Marketing College? Taraisa, Internet Marketing College is one of the programs that we're going to be aligning ourselves with and having funnels for. Okay, so 10. I see a lot of 10s. Okay, very 10, 20. Okay, 100. So clear. Okay, some of you guys are like 7. I see one person 7. Okay, crystal clear. 9, 10. Okay, good. You know, be honest with me. Okay, guys, I want to explain to you things that that not only will help you get the result. Operation 100K is all about results. That's all about traffic, conversions. You know, where do I go? Who do I go? Blah blah boom. All that stuff. Okay, that's operation. You don't really need anything else. What I want to explain to you are the strategies. Okay, and I want to teach you are the strategies that when I drew that. I drew that little timeline earlier. You see what I'm saying? Like what we focus here is stuff to get you results fast. But I'm envisioning you way over there. Where do you want to be at 3 years from now, potentially? Okay, and I want to talk to you in a way that would start planting the seed over there, because you don't want to depend on Vic for the rest of your life, man. You don't. Like, you don't want to depend on 4% for the rest of your life. You don't want to depend on any company. Any company that tells you or tries to keep you captive in that company, run away as fast as you can, okay? Because they don't have your best interest in their heart, okay? I want you to become independent. I want to become you to learn what you need to learn, get the result, okay? And go do whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do, okay? You want to create your own coaching program. You want to create your own masterminds. You want to build this. You want to create whatever you want to do, man. Open up your own business. But I want to be the guy who was like a stepping stone to your success. You know what I mean? I want to be that somebody who was like, when you look back, you'd be like, hey, I got my start because of that 4% group. Okay, and then hopefully you can spread the ripple, and we can really blow the doors off. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to be talking about, you guys, is a couple things. Again, Operation 100K is all about tactics. Okay. Running traffic, converting, getting the result. Okay, that's what I'm envisioning Operation 100K is going to do for you. It's a 90-day run rate. I might get there sooner. Okay, I don't know. I haven't. It's going to be a journey without safety net. Okay, and I'm documenting every single thing, very step by step, super step by step. You will not see anything simpler and anything more step by step and detailed as the Operation 100K. Okay, that's going to produce, I believe, tremendous amounts of success stories. And then what we're going to do is we're going to talk a lot about strategies that will help you plant the seed and start shifting the mindset as an entrepreneur for you, hopefully, right? To where you'll be like, okay, I want to help you become independent, stand on your own 2 feet as quickly as possible. Okay. Ultimately, that's where you want to be at. That's where I want you to be at. It doesn't mean that you have to leave the group. Okay, we can run with us for the rest of your life, but you're not dependent on it. That means that you can create your own reality. You don't need me to create your own reality for you, right? I can help you initially. I'll be with you for the rest of your life if that's what you want. But you've got to be at the point to where you understand how this stuff works. Make sense? And then what we want to do is I really want to take people from our group, as many as possible, okay, and start featuring them to the world, man. We want to dominate the marketplace with success story after success story after success story. Just like, man, I want to blind the marketplace with your success stories, okay? Who's in that vision? Who is in that vision? Because there's a lot of click button riches. There's a lot of, people just selling information. We want to help people become successful long term, and want to do this. So if you're in, okay, here's what I want you to have in the back of your mind, okay? As you're getting results or anything that you're doing, if you're cool, if you're like super fired up about the vision, send us your videos, okay? Let us feature you in the funnels. We're in a pre-launch right now, okay? We're going to be blowing the doors off of the industry. I want to feature as many of our members as possible to the world, okay? So if you want, You can shoot a quick video, okay? Shoot a quick video on your phone, or upload it to YouTube. Send us the link, and just be genuine about it. Don't fake it. Don't try to be perfect or say things that's perfect that you think you should say it perfectly or whatever. Be real. Be yourself. That realness connects, man. You know what I mean? If you already got a result, if you got a sale, tell the world about it, right? So what we're going to do is Operation 100K. I want to make sure that you understand this, because we're going to be modeling. We're going to be basically going and following this right here. That's what I will be doing in the Operation 100K as a new affiliate, okay? And we're going to be doing this. This right here, I'm going to be building a list from scratch. I'm going to be talking to that list. You'll watch me do, and you will watch me progress. And my goal right here is going to be 100K, okay? From 0 to 100K. What are some of the things? You'll watch me do this, and we'll go together, okay? You guys, look. Yeah. So for the videos, okay, so what you will do is shoot a video, okay? Keep it under 2 minutes, minute to 2 minutes, no more than 2 minutes, okay? Keep it short, keep it sweet, to the point. And email it, upload it to YouTube, and send a link to support@4%.com, okay? All spelled out, support@4%.com. And we're gonna include you guys in funnels. We're gonna have tons of funnels, different things, for different programs. We're gonna be building out a homepage for the 4% group. We want to feature as many people as possible. Okay, I don't see this as just my show. Look, this is our show. Okay, I want to have an event. Okay, I want to have an event with a near future here, to where we can all get together in the room and we can just celebrate your victories. Okay, I want to have as many of you guys have made a commission as possible by that time. Okay, and I realized today, as we're talking live, the funnels are about to get rolled out. Okay, Operation 100K is about to get rolled out. If you happen to watch this video after the fact, then you kind of know what we talked about. Initially, literally, this is our first training ever for the 4% group, and so I want to bring more people. I want to bring leaders, people who are crushing it, people who are making it, people who are focusing on this. The guys who are doing this, you will not hear from them, because they're going to be poisoning the rest of the group. We don't need that. You want to be this guy who's focusing on progress. Okay, progress is important. Progress is what keeps you motivated. Okay, so you guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, truly do. I think that we've got something that is very, 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 very significant here, as far as the vision. What we can do together in a group, with how we were able to structure this thing, how we're rolling things out. Is just incredible, and I'm looking forward to having as many of you and hearing from as many of you about your success as possible. Appreciate you guys. With that, we're gonna keep call it a wraps, and I will see you next webinar. We're gonna have probably at least 2 webinars going on per week, and so just watch the announcements, watch stuff. If you are not engaged in the Facebook group, engage, participate. I will try to keep you updated, as often as possible, probably on a daily basis, if not, at least every couple of days, as to what's happening here. And I'll see you next time. All right, you guys, God bless. Don't forget, be awesome. See ya.